Hi, and welcome back. This is Module 2, Discovering Mindfulness. How have you been since last time? Does your sticky note board still look the same? It probably does, but that's okay. How do you feel about it? Have you been working on your half smile, starting the day with it? Have you been taking pauses to just stop in your busy day? Hopefully you're feeling better and you're ready to learn some more. Through this module, you're going to learn how to breathe and focus on your breath in a way that will help calm you and keep you in the present. You'll also identify some mindful attitudes you already have and some that you can improve on. Finally, you're going to discover the benefits of a powerful tool called journaling. As we work toward mindfulness, it's not an easy thing. It's a whole new world of being, a whole new way of seeing the world, and it takes time. When we focus too much in the past, we may have regrets or depression. When we focus too much on the future, we might have anxiety. So instead, the goal is to be in the present moment. And when we do that, we are able to better handle stressful situations. And that's why we're here today. If you're like most people, you probably think you know how to breathe. In fact, you might not even think much about it. But when you're stressed, your breath is very shallow, very quick. And what you need is a way to breathe that will calm you down. So what I want you to do is think about breathing in very slowly. You're breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, through your nose. And as you breathe in, your belly is rising. What you can do is take a beanie baby, something like this. You can lay on the floor and you can put the beanie baby on your belly. And as you breathe, the beanie baby will rise as you breathe in. Then you exhale through your mouth and the beanie baby will fall as your lungs are emptied of their air. And you practice this, slowing down your breath and trying to gradually extend it each time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Beanie Babies work great if you're teaching this to kids. They really get excited about that activity. Now let's try a 3-minute breathing exercise. As you inhale, your belly will rise. As you exhale, your belly will fall. I want you to think about reality as being in the present moment. Think about who you are, where you are, right now. You're bringing all the scattered pieces of your mind into one whole. You're not focusing on the past and the regrets and the depression. You're not focusing on the future and the worry about what will happen and the anxiety. You're focusing on right now, the present moment. The next slide is a nice picture. You can close your eyes if you want to, but you don't have to. Let's pause. Give yourself a break for 3 minutes. Now close your eyes if you want to, and just relax. Let your thoughts go and focus on your breathing. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Very gradually, open your eyes and come back to the present moment. How was that experience? What kinds of thoughts went through your mind? Did you actually think about the experience as you were doing it? How many of you rolled your eyes when I said we're going to do a breathing exercise? I may or may not have done that myself the first 12 times. What about when you were actually in the 3-minute breathing exercise? Did you think about, I could be doing something else? I should be doing something else, something more useful, something more valuable. I know I did that. I'm the type of person who picks up something on the way to do something else. Pausing for 3 minutes seemed like an incredible feat. But you keep practicing, you keep trying. Sometimes you can't get 3 minutes. Sometimes it's 2 minutes or 1 minute. You do what you can. Were you able to actually observe your own thoughts like an outsider? Maybe you didn't do that this time. Maybe you'll get there. Just keep practicing, keep trying, whatever time you can, however often you can in the day, especially if you're in a stressful situation. Now let's think about the experience of the breathing exercise. Why do we do it? We do it to stop, to listen, to notice and see more clearly the reality around us. We do it to slow down and become more in control. Do you already do breathing exercises? What types of breathing exercises would you do? When would you do them? Some people like to do them first thing in the morning because it's part of a morning routine. It gets them started in a good mindset. Some people like to do it during the day, break up their day. Some people like to do it right before bed to calm down so they can get to sleep. Some people do it all through the day, little breathing exercises, little meditations, micro meditations. Whatever time you have, it's a pause, it's a break, and it brings you back to present so you can see what's happening around you more clearly. Mindfulness is not just about breathing exercises. The psychologist Jon Kabat-Zinn identified some attitudes that come with mindfulness that help you get through the challenges of life. Mindfulness helps to develop these attitudes. As we read through each of the attitudes, I want you to think about where you are now. Which of the attitudes do you already have? Which of them need a little more improvement? Maybe a lot. If you're following along in the manual, make a mark by those that you already have. Give yourself a star or circle it. Make another mark near something that you want to improve. Make that be a goal to work on that particular attitude or attitudes. Now let's talk about the mindful attitudes. The first is beginner's mind. That's when we are open to new ideas, to new possibilities. We see the potential and opportunity in situations. Along the same lines is non-judging. That's when we come to a situation without preset ideas, without biases, without assumptions that something will happen a certain way or something will end a certain way. Acceptance. That's when we accept the way things are today. We don't get stuck or dwell on the ideas about what it would have been like if. Letting go. That's when we set fear aside and we make peace with our lives. We move beyond the things that can hold us back. And trust. That's when we believe our bodies and our minds can help us heal, can make us feel better. The next attitude is patience. That means we are not rushing ahead. That means we understand that what we are doing in the present moment is important. We're noticing what's happening in the present moment and we're not thinking about other moments. Non-striving means that we're not stuck in the if-only mindset. We don't think about if only I had this, if only I was this. It's not to say that you don't plan or have goals, but you just get out of that if only mindset. And the last is gratitude. Gratitude means that you understand how to be thankful for what you have and who you have, and that you let those people know that you are grateful for them. And finally, we're going to talk about a very powerful tool for becoming more mindful. It's called journaling. When we put our thoughts and our feelings into words, especially if we write them down, it makes us be more mindful about ourselves. Start by thinking about the attitudes we talked about. Which ones you have, which ones you need to work on a little bit. Jot those down as your first journal entry. If you're following along with the manual, there's a page for journaling. Start with your attitudes. Pause the video and write down your first entry. You don't always have to write about attitudes, but try writing every day. A friend of mine is a 500-hour yoga master. She starts every day writing down the 5 things for which she is grateful. That's how she starts her mornings. Try it every day. Write a little bit in a journal and see how you feel after a couple days, after a couple weeks. Thank you so much for being with me today. As you move forward, take some time to do some breathing exercises. Focus on the present. Try to work on those mindful attitudes and celebrate the ones you already have. And practice journaling. Try it for a few minutes a day. Congratulations on your efforts to begin again. And I look forward to seeing you next time.